Before we officially begin the video, I want to apologize for the lighting. We have both barn doors closed, the one in the rabbit side of the barn and over by the goat side of the barn. They're both closed because it's cold and because we have new goats and new baby bunnies born. We don't want anyone getting too cold or wet. But that means that we have less light in here and that the light is more yellow and dimmer. So not the best for video making, but it's the best for the animals, so that's why that's like that. So last night we came in the barn and we're holding the goats, and when I came in the rabbitry, I found this the Heidi house stuffed full of bedding. It was crammed in there, and rabbits usually they dig a burrow in the ground and then cover it up so that no predators or other animals can find it. So I had a suspicion that there were baby bunnies in there, and that's what Rosie had done, except for instead of using a burrow, she used a Heidi house. So I opened it up, and sure enough, there were 11 baby bunnies in there. One was passed away and the others were still alive. There were black and white spotted ones, gray and white spotted ones, and solid gray ones like usual, but there were also 2 little solid black little baby bunnies, which I love black baby bunnies. They're just something so cute about them that I really like, so I'm excited. I don't like this nest box setup. I don't like having to make sure I don't kill any babies whenever I put the Heidi house back down, because I lift it off of them and then check on them and stuff. I checked on them last night, more like last afternoon, and I didn't check them again because I wanted to just leave everything alone so that Rosie felt more safe. But even though I don't like this setup, I think I'm gonna leave it like this for a little bit because I want Rosie to get in the habit of nursing these babies, and this is the way she prefers. So eventually I will change it and make it cleaner and better and safer for them, because they could just crawl right out of the nest box, and that's not really good because then they could get cold and die. So, but I want to make sure that Rosie is nursing them a lot and is in the habit of nursing them, because if then when I change it, then she'll be like, oh, I'm nursing the babies, and then, oh, look at this new setup, I'll nurse the babies again and stuff. Because if you change their setup right when they're born, then you risk the mom abandoning their babies, and that would not be good because last time that happened. But I will be checking on the babies this morning and making sure they're fed and all that stuff, so I'll bring you along with me. I apologize that it's so difficult to see. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so I've gotten a headlamp. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. In my last video where I had to have the door, I used a headlamp because it was so dark and it worked. So, let's do this with a headlamp. So, in Charity's cage, I gave her a nest box, and she didn't use the nest box. She took all of the bedding out of the nest box and made her own nest right in front of it. Oh, hi. So there's a very carefully arranged pile of bits of hay and lots of hay and fur, and then of course she's gonna be right in the way. So as you can see, it's back there, and she built it a few weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, I don't remember. It felt like a little while ago. Here, let me refocus the camera. That's better, okay. No, here, let's just do this. Okay, there we go. So, that happened. So she built it, and then nothing happened for a few days, and then yesterday she was rebuilding it and pulling a lot of fur, and so, I checked her a lot last night, and she didn't have any babies though, so, obviously she's due any day. She was due Saturday, and it is Wednesday, so she she could literally have babies any day. So I'm going to check her nest and see if she's given birth yet. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna reach in, feel. It's cold. It's beautiful, but it's cold, cold. Yeah, nothing yet. There's still nothing in Charity's nest. I'm gonna keep checking all throughout today and keep checking until she has them, and I will update you on that whenever she does have them. Now back to Rosie's babies. So I will apologize in advance for all the shaking of the camera. That is mostly due to the baby bunnies that will be climbing all over it and chewing it during this part of the video. So, like last time, this is going to be a little hard to get in here because these older siblings are going to be very excited and climbing everywhere during the entire process. Oops, sorry. Okay, so let's open it very carefully. Oh, there they are. They did such a good job. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this back exactly how I found it. And then she pulled fur for them. That is so good. They all look alive. Alright, so I have a skirt on over my pajama pants because I just woke up. And so I'm going to check on them. Okay, so let me introduce you to the new 10. Most of the baby bunnies have a little bit of markings on them, but yeah, you can see, he has a ton of black on him, like black little spots. So this is the new 10. So that's number 1. Whoops, sorry, you're right by my elbow. Okay, here's a little 2, 3, let me do all the spotted ones so we can, 4, 5, whoops, sorry, 6, 7, so 7 spotted ones, and then 8, here's a little gray one. I'm so sorry, you're just right by my elbow. Okay, get out of there. 9, little black one, and 10. I love little black babies. They're so cute. Okay, so now that I have them all here, I'm going to check if they're full. Yeah, they're mostly full. They could be a little fuller, but I'm happy with this. All right, so let's see colors now. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there are 4 little white ones with gray spots. 1, 2, oops, I missed another spotted one. Okay, so 5 gray and white spotted ones, 2 black and white spotted ones, 2 solid black ones, and 1 little solid gray one, or solid blue, depending on what you understand. So, there are all 10 baby bunnies. They are super cute. I'll cover them up a little bit. Again, it's super warm in here, so I'm just going to very carefully cover them up without crushing them. So, I think I got it. I think we're good. And as you can see, she's stuffed the entire entrance with bedding so that her older babies can't mess with her younger ones. Oh, and by the way, the one that passed away was a gray and white spotted one. So she seems to have a lot of spotted ones, which is good. Okay, final assessment. The baby bunnies are doing good. When I say babies, I mean the newborn ones. The newborn bunnies are doing good. They are not as full as I would like, but she might not have been able to feed them yet this morning because I just turned on the light and it was dark in here before that. So they're all alive and warm and healthy and mostly full. They're sort of like halfway full, so they're doing very good. and I'm going to leave them in this setup maybe till tomorrow, and then change them to a safer and better setup. And it'll be easier for me to examine them all the time because I'm doing it twice a day, which is hard, and especially when you have to risk their life every time, because if one of the baby bunnies gets stuck in one of these corners, like, you know, if it's halfway out and I set it down and then the rabbits jump on it, it's gonna like crush him. So I don't want that to happen. And I will update you on the baby bunnies and maybe show you next time I check on them. We'll have to see how stuff goes. But that's the baby bunny update. Oh, impromptu baby bunny update. These babies are 6.5 weeks old. I completely forgot. I think with getting goats and everything, it sort of slipped my mind. They're 6 weeks old. I'm going to post them and start selling them today, because this past few days have been sort of crazy. So it's Wednesday and we're going to do that. Nothing much has changed since last time. I don't know how their earmarks are doing, but they should be pretty good. They're as sweet and funny as ever, and I'm just going to start selling them because their siblings are now being nursed, so they are not being nursed, and they're eating 100% solid food and water, of course. But that's the quick update. Sorry for forgetting for so long. So that is all for at least the rabbit portion of the video. For now, I'm going to maybe do some rabbit things, and then I also want to hold the goats for a little bit, and so I might show you some of that and introduce you to them because we have named them. And if there's any updates on the baby bunnies later today, I will put it after we hold the goats. But so this is all for now. Okay, so this is Aria. She is a Nigerian dwarf doeling. There we go. Here, look at me. There we go. She's really pretty. She's tricolor. She has a lot of black and then tan. There we go. Tan and then some white on her. She's really gorgeous. And then this is our other one. This is Millie. She is also tricolor Nigerian dwarf doe. They're each about 6 months old. Millie is black and more of a caramel color and white. They're both really pretty, and they both have horns. And so every day we just catch them and pet them multiple times a day to get them more and more used to us. Now evening chore time, and the goats are exploring around here. So if you see them, that's what those are. I ended up changing the setup of the... Oh my goodness, they are so cute. They're saying hi to Rosie. Here, let's see if we can... There we go. Oh, they're so cute. She's like, don't you eat my babies. Don't you eat them. So I came out here mid-morning-ish and found a baby bunny had crawled out of the nest, and that was really bad. So it had just crawled out, and I think Rosie had fed them, and then it crawled out on the way out. Oh, hi. Hey, Goaty. So I flipped the bottom part of this part of the cat carrier. I flipped it the right side up and then put the top side up, put this side up, and connected them and put a little barricade there. It's basically a gallon honey jar and a hay rack and a bowl just to protect anyone from going out, and then but Rosie can still get in and out. And so now I'm going to check on them this evening and see how they're doing. Okay, here is the nest, and I have a cardboard box with some towels in it. to one side so I can check the bunnies and then put them in the box whenever I'm done checking them so I don't get them confused. Alright, so let's check on them. So basically, this is my blockade, by the way. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this little baby, let's flip it over. Look at its belly. It's sort of full. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I came out a few hours, maybe like an hour after my last checkup of them that you saw on video, and they were hugely full, so she fed them about a little more than an hour after I filmed that. So they're due for another feeding again. So basically, I just check on them and then put them there. Oh, look at this guy. He is hugely fat. Look at this. Do you see that? Do you see that? Look how... Here, let's see if we can get... There we go. That's pretty cool. That is hugely fat. You can even see on this side how fat this one is. This little black one. Some of them get fatter than others, and there always is one. Oh, so some of these guys are still pretty fat. Look at that. That's huge. Alright, that's 3, 4, whoops. Alright, and then I have over here a little blanket cover to cover them up with to keep them warm because it is very cold. Ooh, he's nice and fat. Or she. He or she. Oops, got 2. They are so fat and cute and fat. A little bit. So I lost count, so I'm going to be counting when I put them back in. This is little 10. He looks so splotchy. Here's the other little black one. One little black one. 2 little black one. 3 little gray one. 4 broken black. 5 broken black. And then there are 5 broken gray. Or broken blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is everyone. So I'm going to cover them up with some bedding to keep them warm. And that is how I do my checkup. See if Charity had any babies yet. Nope, everything's still cold. No babies yet. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. You guys like visiting the rabbits? Is it fun? Is it fun? You guys are cute. You're so little, but so big at the same time. What do you think? They're following me. Oh, they're following me. So cute. I just love my goatees. So cute.